All right, guys, part two. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a way to clean stuff in the house for maybe $10. I can maybe get a pack of smokes later today. I don't know. I can offer to clean the windows or something like that. Chances are she won't give me any money. My stepmother. She already gave me like $70 for like I cleaned the house for like 5 days in a row, and I made like $70, and I got beer and smokes. But chances are she will not give me any money today. I can ask her, or I can find to clean. I can dust stuff and like clean the windows for $10. I can get myself a pack of smokes after this, but I highly doubt she will do that. But it's all good. I don't mind waiting one day. It's only one day I gotta wait. One day, and then I wait up tomorrow. I go to bed tomorrow. I wake up. I get my check. And I'll make my video, and I'll get my beer and smokes, and I'll get some Subway. Or I want to get pizza because pizza's better than Subway, obviously. But like pizza's fattening. It's trans fats, right? Where Subway is a little bit more healthy. Subway's pretty fattening too with the sauces and all that stuff. But it's much better to eat Subway than eat fucking pizza, right? Yeah, I just wish they had a Quiznos here, man. Because Quiznos is better than Subway. Don't hate me, Subway. I'm done. Yeah, yeah. Peter's a greedy animal. You gotta be careful for Peter Jackson. He's a greedy pig. He likes taking all the pie for himself and leaving everyone else with peanuts, obviously. So because it's a habit for Peter to do this, you will try and do the same thing for Zanus, obviously. You might try and, you know what I'm saying? Because Peter will help me sign the stars, obviously. Guaranteed, Peter. I have that. Me and VJ talk with Peter. Hey, Peter, how much do you think Avon Doja is worth? I don't know, Ivan. Pay him a good like 500,000, Ivan. 600,000 for the role, Ivan. That's good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and that's $3.5 million. Give it to me. I'm like, no, Peter. Like, stop being cheap and greedy, man. I'm not gonna pay Avon Doja 600K. That's a slap in the face. Ivan, that's like a $300,000 check in his bank. That's a lot of money, Ivan. That can last him for like 3, 4 years, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He's not worth Ivan. Avon George is ripping you off. He's not worth $4 million, man. He's not an A-list actor. That's an A-lister salary, Ivan. He's not an A-list actor, Ivan. This is good enough. This is more than what my Lord of the Rings stars made, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, man, stop being fucking cheap. No, no. Pay Avon George a good $4 million the way he walks away with a nice $2.1 million check in his bank. Ivan, what about 3.5? Don't pay him 4. Pay him 3.5K fine. Pay him 3.5. I might perhaps change the contract. I might pay maybe Avon 3.5 maybe. But even if I pay Avon Joy 3.5, you won't be angry. It's $3.5 million. Avon Joy is gonna walk away with like a nice like $1.8 million check in his bank after taxes. A lot of money. And I'll give him a piece of the profits. I'll give him a piece of the profits of Von Joji, $5.5 million for the for him, or I give him 0.01. Peters, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, don't give Ivan a piece of profits. He's not worth it, man. Ivan, $3.54 million is enough money, Ivan. That's like $2 million in his bank. You don't need to give him a piece of profits, Ivan. He's not worth that, Ivan. He's ripping you off. You're the main show, Ivan. You feature the main show. He's not worth your money, Ivan. He's ripping you off, man. What is wrong with you, Ivan? Like, no, Peter. Like, pay him a lot of money. The way he works hard for you, walks with Mrs. Bank, will destroy the role of Papari. He'll work harder for you, Peter. Fine, Ivan, sign him to that deal. Pay him $4 million. Give him $500 in profits. You know what I'm saying? He'll work harder for me. Yeah, he'll work harder for you, Peter. But he's gonna walk away with his 5.5, even $6 million in his bank after taxes and his agent. Yeah, 4 million plus 5.5 is what? 4 million plus 5.5 is $9.5 million. Then you 1.5 for the game. That's 11 million. 250K for the merch. That's 11.2. Obviously. And speaking of your, yeah, Von Joy is going to walk away with what? $11 million after taxes is what? Is about $7 million. So Von Joy is going to walk away with a $6 million check in his bank after taxes if you sign him to that deal. Like Peter, Von Joy will walk away with a $6 million check in his bank if he signs this $11.2 million deal. $11.5 million deal he signs. Like Ivan, he's like Ivan. This is madness, man. He's not worth that kind of money, man. This is how much A-listers make in Hollywood, like Will Smith, Liam Neeson, and Mark Wahlberg make. Ivan, $6 million in your bank is how much A-listers make, Ivan. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy, Ivan. This is madness. He's not worth this money, Ivan. This is loco. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, like, Ivan, you're being stupid with your money, Ivan. Like, Avon is not worth an 11.2 million contract, Ivan. Like, Peter, if you pay him that kind of money, he will destroy the role of Papyri, and he'll brag how much better my company's in Hollywood. As Hollywood will never pay Avon $11 million right now. Right now, right? Once he does Zanes, he's more famous, he'll become an actor. You can now bargain for his good money, his millions, obviously. But he'll brag how much better my company is in Hollywood if you pay him that kind of money. I know what I'm doing. So I'm saying? He'll brag how much better my company is than Hollywood. Because I paid him a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And Peter will be shocked, like, holy shit, Ivan. This is the biggest contract ever for entire Crest. Like, all your actors are all averaging out like in the consistent millions, Ivan. Hollywood can't afford this, Ivan. In Hollywood, only a few actors make a lot of money. Everyone else gets peanuts, Ivan. This is the biggest contract ever for entire cast. Ivan, your company blows Hollywood out of the water. This is much. All your stars are making way more than how much my Lord of the Rings actors made and my Hobbit actors made. Yeah, and that's why they're all the Zanus cast are all going to work much harder for you than even your Lord of the Rings actors did in Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Remember how you got that amazing acting from all the Lord of the Rings actors? Gandalf, Ian McKellen, right? Vigo, Orlando Bloom, Dominic Monaghan, Billy Boyd, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin. You know what I'm saying? You got that, you know what I'm saying? John Rhys Davis for Gimli. And, Carl Urban for Amber. You know, then Bernard Hill for King Theoden. That woman actor for Amber, for Erwin, I forget her name. Yeah, those actors got peanuts and they still work hard for Peter Jackson. You got an amazing actor like that. Well, you can only imagine how much harder they're going to work for me. Because I pay them their millions. And money talks. The more money you pay them, the harder they work. The less money you pay them, the less harder they work. So, Sarah. Yeah, because Peter's greedy, he's gonna try and suck all the money drives. I'm like, Peter, man, stop being greedy, man. These actors deserve a nice pay too. It's not just about you. You're making way more than all the Hollywood actors for Zanus. It's fair. They deserve a nice paycheck too. It's not just about you, Peter. Fine, I haven't pay them that kind of money. They'll work harder for me anyways. Yeah, they'll work harder for you, Peter. Sarah? Yeah. Ivan, John Boyega's not worth 8.9. He's only worth like $1.5 million for your movie, Ivan. Pay him $1.5 million. That's good enough, Ivan. You walk away with like a $500 check in his back. Yeah, 500 grand is a nice paycheck, but it's not great. You know what I'm saying? Pay John 8.9, that way he walks away with almost a $3 million check in his bank after taxes. $3 million is enough to last you for 10, 15 years, 20 years of your life, and give him a nice $5.5 million of the profits. And you give him $250K for the merch. John Boyega signed like a $1.5 million for the game. John Boyega signed like a $16.5 million deal with his combined earnings. $16.5 million deal. Depends if I go touring. He signed like a $16 million deal. Ivan, that's how much A-listers making Hollywood, man. Guys like Johnny Depp making Hollywood, Ivan. This is crazy. He's not worth that, Ivan. He's on Ace actor. I'm like, John. I'm like, Peter. You pay John that kind of money, he'll destroy the role of Tessitone. It's my cousin. Better acting than what you even got for his Star Wars character, Finn. Ray! Yeah, I remember that. You think of acting better than that. Because I paid John Boyega more money. He'll work harder for me, obviously. The entire cast of the Last of Us movie project, Peter, are going to work harder for you, Peter. You don't have to worry about any of the crewmen quitting on you, because I pay them the rich $150K. You know, I mean, you don't have to worry about any of your lighting guys, any of your sound guys, any of your cinematographers quitting on you, any of your special effects guys quitting on you, because I made sure they're all taken care of. I pay them all a very, very rich salary. Those Lord of the Rings crewmen are going to work hard for you, Peter. You know what I'm saying? They're going to work really hard for you, Peter. They're going to work hard for you, you know what I'm saying? They're going to work really, really hard for you, Peter. Yeah, because according to the book, some of the lighting guys quit on Peter, and in the book, obviously. They said, yeah, some of the lighting guys quit on Peter Jackson. They quit halfway through the project. Why? Because they got shitty paycheck. If you pay them $35K, $30K, some guys might quit. Because they're getting paid shitty money, and the money, it's not worth the labor. The money is not worth the labor is not worth the money. I'm not doing this blood, sweat, and tears for fucking for 35K. This is shitty money, yeah. Well, you pay him a nice $150,000 check, then it's worth the money. It's worth the labor, obviously. If I got paid $150K, I'd work my ass off in the movie. That's a lot of money. You're walking away with like an 80, 90, $100,000 check in your bank. You can do a lot of things with that money. You can buy a nice $180,000 condo, house, get your nice used car. You can go on a vacation, a 1 week, 2 week vacation with your family. You know what I'm saying? You can get yourself some nice clothes. You can get yourself a nice TV, a nice theater system. Yeah, that money's enough to last you for a good year and a half. It's a lot of money. They're gonna work hard, and you give them a $2,000 gift card. It's nice. Lord of the Rings crewman. Yeah, it's nice, obviously. Some saying. It's nice. It's nice, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, Peter doesn't have to worry about what? About any of the guys quitting on him. Because I gave him, I paid everyone a lot of money. So, Sarah. And because Peter's your executive producer, you need to have him know how much their stars are making. It's good for him to know how much the actors are making and some of the crewmen are making. The crewman, he doesn't have to know how much they're making because they all get paid their flat 150K. And the supervisors get their 200, 220K. Whereas the actors, it's good for Peter to know how much all the guys are making. He's your executive producer. It's good for him to know how much they're making. As I guarantee you, Peter was involved with the contracts for Lord of the Rings, signing all the actors. He knew how much all the guys made. Yeah, I knew how much all my actors made for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you were the executive producer. Peter probably helped with the negotiation deals with the actors. Okay, Elijah Wood will pay you 250K. You know, that shitty paycheck. Yeah, I guarantee Peter's like, I'm sorry, Elijah Wood. We can't afford to pay you a rich salary. We'll pay you 250K for each of the 3 movies. We'll sign you to a $750,000 deal. You know, because they're fucking cheap, obviously. Here's Sean asks, we'll pay you 250K for the 3 movies. And Sean's like, what the fuck? Like 250K is a shitty paycheck for a Hollywood celebrity. In the average world, 250K is a very, very rich paycheck. If you make 250K and you're an average person, you're rich, obviously. You're making a lot of money. You're rich. It's a nice paycheck, obviously. But for a Hollywood celebrity in Hollywood, that's shit. It's a shitty paycheck. For an average person, that's a lot of money. You make 250K, you're rich. You're a rich person, obviously. In the upper class average world, right? If you make 250K, you're part of the 1% pretty much. You're rich, obviously, but like in Hollywood, 250K is a shitty paycheck. And according to the book, Sean Astin was shocked by his contract. He complained about his shitty paycheck, yeah, because they only paid him 250K, obviously. When they could have easily paid him more, they're just cheap, obviously. The fact that Warner Bros. Executive told Elijah Wood he has a crappy agent, we could have paid you double what you made. Yeah, Elijah Wood, we could have easily paid you $2 million, or we chose to pay you $750K for the 3 movies, because we're fucking cheap. You know what I'm saying? Peter had to stand out to Elijah Wood. He's like, hey, man, don't tell an actor that, man. Don't tell an actor that you could have paid him more money. He's your star. Elijah Wood's the fucking star of the movie. Don't tell him that, man. You can downgrade him. You can make him feel like shit. I guarantee Elijah Wood's like, what the fuck? So you could have paid me more money. You chose to pay me shitty money. Yeah. I'm saying. And those actors got shitty money. They still worked hard. Elijah Wood worked really hard. All those actors worked really hard when they got their shitty paycheck, obviously. Lord of the Rings. They all worked hard for Peter. You can only imagine how much harder my Zayn actors are going to work for me and Peter. They're going to work really hard because I pay them the millions, obviously. I pay them millions. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to go upstairs and get a coffee. It's good if we don't wait. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty, sorry for the wait, guys. I went upstairs to get a coffee. And after this video, I'll upload it, and I will watch the video with you guys. I'll watch the video with you guys. And tomorrow I get my check. Get my beer and smokes, and I'll get some Subway for myself. I'll make a video when I wake up tomorrow, and then I'll cash my check. Afterwards, I'll go to the store, get my beer and smokes, and I'll get some Subway for myself. And Christmas is soon coming, guys. Christmas is in a good what? Good like 20, like 7 days, whatever it is, 26, 27 days. And we're heading towards a new year of 2023, guys. It's crazy. After next year, we're going to be in the mid-2020s. And I remember the mid-2010s, like yesterday, 2014, 2015, 2016, you know what I'm saying? And now we're already going into 2023 in the 20s. It's crazy. 7 years we're in 2030, man. Yeah, time flies by fast, guys. You're taking it for granted, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm probably only going to make a 1 hour video, guys. And I don't feel like talking for a full video. I'm only going to make a 1 hour, like 10-minute video, whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, Zayn's will have crazy worldwide buzz, man. Crazy worldwide buzz you never experienced before. That's been crazy. Crazier buzz than when you got for Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, Avatar. You'll blow the buzz of all those movies out of the water. That's why you're going to see Ron Mayer Burnett, Neil Toots, and all those guys salivating over my movie. It's been crazy. Did you see that trailer? And they'll say they're all going crazy over my movie. Yeah, something crazy. Crazy worldwide buzz. Yeah. Something crazy. So Peter will help me make the call. For what? He will help me co-write the script every morning, 2 50-minute breaks. So while Peter co-writes the script with me, my 2 script writers in the boardroom, pencil to paper, obviously, my 7 team are making the business calls. And Fran, Barry Osborne, and Guillermo del Toro are helping him out. And they get 2 50-minute breaks from 9 to 12. Then at 12 o'clock, everyone eats their lunch. The 7 team will go out with me and VJ for lunch. And then Peter and his wife, Barry Osborne, the concert artist, a limo driver, and George Lucas, a limo driver, will take them to the buffet restaurant. And they get the VIP, and they have in 1 hour to eat their lunch. A nice buffet lunch. Some Sarah. 1 hour to eat their nice buffet lunch. Eat their nice buffet lunch, obviously. Their nice buffet lunch. Some Sarah. Then at 1 o'clock, Peter, Guillermo del Toro, me, VJ, and the 2 switchballs will be doing the concert arts with the 3 concert artists. Talking about the world building, the characters, what pictures we don't like, what pictures we like. And we get 2 50-minute breaks from 1 to 5. And my 7 team the rest of my 7 team and Fran and Barry also are going to help the 7 team with business calls. That's how it's going to work. And at 5 o'clock, everyone's done work. And when Peter goes back home to his hotel, I want him taking his notes with Guillermo del Toro. You can have Fran help him out with the notes if she wants. You would have George Lucas help him out a little if you want. Or he has a lot of help with the notes. And once he takes his notes, he's free. He's off for the rest of the day. Obviously. And Peter will help me sign the contracts the first year. All the crewmen I'm flying in, Weta Workshop, the costume designers, the people who are seeing the extras, the people who create the mask, and the trainer, nutritionist, Peter will help me sign all those guys the first year. Obviously. He'll help me sign all those guys the first year. Peter Jackson. He'll help me sign all those guys the first year, Peter Jackson. Who's there? He'll help me sign all those guys the first year, Peter Jackson. Who's there? And I want him helping me with the main calls. The main important things for the movie. Peter will help me make all those calls. The only main thing that Peter will not help me with is the set building. The sets, just have your 17 make the call for that. Because I'm not going to make the call for the sets until what? Or you can have me, Peter, and VJ make the calls for the sets if you want. You can have me and Peter handle the main stuff, and I'll just have my 17 handle the sets. You can't make the calls for the sets until you finish all the concept the concept arts are finished. We need to know what the what the world looks like for Cyrus. How will we know what stuff we need to buy for the sets? What stuff we need to buy for the sets? Obviously, the wood. You know what I'm saying? The hammers and nails, all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? The tools. You know what I'm saying? The trees, the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Paint, all that stuff. You gotta buy all that stuff. The stuff for building the artificial mountain. Yeah, you're gonna have to what? I can have my team make the call for that, or I might have me and Peter make the call for the sets too. You can do that if you want. So Peter will help make the call for the hotel party at the Bergenspark Hotel in Switzerland, the 2-day party, and the red carpet event in Switzerland. Obviously, right? Yeah. Peace out, guys. He'll help make the call for the IMAX cameras. I'm gonna rent a good 10 IMAX cameras. 10 IMAX cameras. 10 IMAX cameras. I'm gonna get 10 IMAX cameras, and I'm going to what? Get the best equipment for the cameras. The gliding stands for the cameras, the camera moving stands for the cameras, whatever they're called, right? And the what? And the drones. The lighting equipment, the sound equipment for the cameras, you gotta rent all that. I'm gonna rent the best IMAX cameras in Hollywood. 10's enough for the movie. I'm not gonna rent 20 cameras. You're wasting money. 10 cameras is enough for the movie. To film the movie. It's enough. I'm not renting any more than 10 cameras. That's more than enough cameras. Obviously. That's more than enough cameras. That's more than enough cameras, obviously. That's more than enough cameras. Peter will help me to call for the CGI technology software equipment for the special effects team to work with. So everything to do with special effects, all the departments, Peter will help me to call to rent all that stuff, all the equipment for that. I'm gonna put a good 400 plus million to even 450 million towards special effects. So leftover money in the budget from all the sections in the budget. Obviously, I'm pouring all that towards special effects. So I'm probably gonna put a good 450 or $60 million towards special effects for the movie. That's why I'm looking at something better than Pandora, something better than Avatar, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, beings 3 times scarier than the Orc-High and Two Towers, and Pennywise the Clown and the Ringwraiths. Looking at devils and demons. Yeah. They'll help make the calls for the sewing equipment for custom making all the costumes. I'll make the call for that. The tools for creating the armor and weapons for the workshop. And he's going to help me make the calls for the machines for printing, for creating the 3D print costumes and masks for all the animal demonic characters and the extras. I'll rent a good 5 machines for that. Here they are. If you want to print tens of thousands of masks on costumes, you need to rent 5-6 machines. That way you can pull off making 40-50 masks a day. If you do that every day, for 2 years you can pull off making 30,000 masks and costumes for all the extras and all of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the costumes and armor is gonna cost me something crazy, like 18-20 million bucks, something pricey, man. I'll ask Peter, how much will it cost? Peter, Ivan, if you want to create all the armored weapons for what? Like the 15,000 Zany army, the 20,000 Wolf army, and a 1,500 barrel army, that's gonna cost you 17-20 million bucks, Ivan. It's gonna be pricey. So yeah, Peter, I can easily afford it. I have a 37 budget. Yeah, Ivan, we can easily afford it. Yeah. Whereas the costumes will cost me maybe 7 million, maybe 7-8 million. It won't be as expensive. 9 million, something like that. It's not that expensive. Whereas the costumes and weapons is expensive. That stuff's pricey. Because I have a big 37 budget, I can easily afford it. Because my budget's so big, you know what I'm saying? The machines for creating a mask will cost me like maybe each machine might cost me maybe $60,000 to rent, $70K to rent. So I rent 6 machines. It only cost me about 30 some what. It only cost me what, 300 some thousand dollars. The machines for the mask will cost me a couple $100,000. It won't cost me much. 400 maybe to rent 6 of them. It won't cost me that much money. 300,000 maybe to rent 6 of them. Obviously. Whereas the big cost is the costumes, armor, and weapons. Obviously the CGI technology, the cameras, the set building, and the extras. That's the big chunk of the budget, and the salaries. Whereas everything else does not affect my budget that much. You come for the cameras, the food, the trailers, the portable bathrooms, portable showers, the body wash, the beer. That stuff is all cheap. That stuff only costed me a couple $100,000 to a few $1,000,000 for little stuff. It's not that expensive. I'm saying. Whereas the stuff I just mentioned, that's the big cost of the budget, obviously. And then Peter will help make the call. The sets, I'll just have my team make the call for that. Or I could have Peter help me make the call for the set. No. Me and Peter can make the call for the sets too. We can make the call for the sets. Once the concerts are now done, I can put Peter to work. Me and Peter can make the calls for the sets too. We get all the best stuff. Yeah, I know all the best. We call the best company in America for buying all the stuff for building sets, obviously. Me and Peter make all the calls for the sets. Or I might have I'll just have my 7 team handle that. That's a lot of work. Just have John Farrell and only handle the sets. And me and Peter can handle the other stuff. The way it takes the stress off us. And Peter will help make the call for what? For the food. We're going to have to call the best farms in Switzerland. We're going to have to buy all that food. The luxury buffet food. We have to buy all the drinks, obviously. The soft drinks, the milkshake, the coffee, the French vanilla, the tea. We call the best companies. We purchase all that. I want vending machines. I'm going to rent a couple vending machines for the soft drinks, milkshake, coffee, French vanilla, and tea. I heard Peter likes tea. So, okay, I like tea. Okay, fine, Peter. I'll order some tea. Let's order some tea. That way, when you film, you can have a nice tea for yourself while you're filming. Sincere. Obviously. Yeah. And he'll help make the call for the kitchen equipment. You don't have to rent the kitchen equipment. Just rent the trailer. No, Peter, I'm not going to have the chefs make food in a shitty trailer like you did for Lord of the Rings. No. You need to have them work in a professional environment. You need to have good kitchen equipment where they can cook the food. Don't have them work in a shitty fucking trailer. No, Peter. Stop being cheap. Ivan, man, you don't have to rent kitchen equipment, man. You can save money for yourself. You can pour money into your movie, Ivan. So Ivan, like, the food is not that important for a movie. You don't have to fucking rent the kitchen equipment, Ivan. No, Peter. I'm not going to rent some shitty trailer. I'm going to have them make food in a nice kitchen environment. I know what I'm doing. That way they can cook better food. Of course, for your Lord of the Rings, the people cook food in a fucking trailer. No, I'm not going to have these chefs cook food in a trailer. No. I'm going to have a nice kitchen for them. A nice fridge, a nice stove, a nice oven, nice blending machines, nice knives, nice forks. That way you what? They work in a better environment for making food. Sincere? And that's all Peter will help me with for the main calls. Because me and VJ and Peter are the executive producers, we handle the main stuff, the important, except for set building. Set building, I'll have my John Farrell and Dave Filoni handle that. Or Peter Rice, James Gunn, whoever I hire. Have those two guys handle the sets. Whereas everything else to do with the movie, the 17 has to handle all that. The trailers, the portable bathrooms, the beer, shipping all stuff to Switzerland, I'm saying. The portable showers, the portable laundry machines, the body wash, the shampoo, the pavilion tents, the table, the chairs. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. The makeup. Stuff for the makeup, obviously. The makeup stuff. My 17 handles all that. So yeah, the makeup. Yeah, you need people to do makeup for your actors for the effects. You know when they have dirt on their face, they're bleeding. Yeah, that's all makeup effects. You have to get the best makeup for that stuff. Obviously, yeah. Peter will help me make the calls for those main stuff, and he'll help me co-write that script, obviously. And that's all he has to do. And he helps me sign the contracts. Peter, I want you to help me sign the actors. Yeah, I'm more than happy to help you. And so when I fly in the stars the second year, Peter will be in the room with me and he'll help me sign the stars. Peter, how much you think this actor's worth? Because Peter's cheap and greedy, he will push for a lower salary, obviously. You know, Ivan, pay Ariana Grande like $1 million. It's enough, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter. $1 million is not that great of a paycheck. Pay her 5. She's a big celebrity. Yeah, but Ivan, she's not a big actor, Ivan. Don't pay her 5. She's ripping you up. Pay her like $1 million. I'm like, Peter, stop being greedy and cheap, man. No, man. Pay her a nice salary. That way she works hard for you. And then why they all brag how much better my company is in Hollywood. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's why Zayn saw how crazy who I was. Aratat, the devil himself, the king of the south. Ephesus, the king bat of the mountains. That's something crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk for another part, guys. I'll have more in my mind I want to talk about. I'll just make a full video, guys. Yeah, today is your lucky day. I'll make a full video for you guys. Aratat, the devil himself. Ephesus, the king bat of the mountains. The demon crows. Look at something crazy. Yeah, Zayn saw how crazy I was. Yeah, man.